What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. This video is going to be very short and straight to the point, okay? No shameless plugs, none of that stuff, okay? Let's just get straight to the point. So it is currently 6:37 in the morning. I have not slept yet. I'm sitting over here in front of the computer, in front of the charts. I'm looking at the markets, analyzing the markets. And so there are two trades that I'm currently looking at, and I'm being very patient because I want them to play out perfectly, exactly as I have predicted them to. And so I want to share these setups with you guys, okay? So you guys can have a feel of how I look at the charts in real time when I'm analyzing them. So it is a kind of a POV. Let me show you guys. Okay. So the very first trade that I'm looking at right now is a CAD JPY on the 1 hour time frame. You guys can see I've already marked everything out on the chart. Pretty simple. If you're a long time follower, you probably know what I'm looking at right here, okay? So this whole thing. If you're new, don't worry about it. I'll just go through it real quick. And if you don't understand, just have a look at my institutional trading playlist, how the banks trade, part 1, part 2, and the rest of the videos you guys will understand. So what happened here is that you guys can see there were a bunch of equal highs, right? And if I open up an indicator and put the OBV on, you guys can see there was also divergence over here. Let me show you guys. So as you guys can see, the market is making relative equal highs, but on the indicator, the market started making lower highs, right? So this is an indication of a bearish reversal, that bearish divergence. That this is, by the way, the OBV is just an extra confirmation. If I don't look at the indicator, I can still tell what's going to happen over here and what has happened. So the normal stuff, right? Pretty straightforward. Market creates liquidity. People are selling on this resistance, thinking the market is going to go down, and then boop, this little guy pops out, right? Grabs the liquidity, and then people start buying because people think, oh, this is a breakout happening. What happens next? Market falls down, breaks all the previous market structure, all these lows, this low, this lowest low at one time in the point, this lowest low, and this lowest low as well. All the lowest lows broken just like that. And so to me, it's pretty clear that this was a liquidity grab right here. And so I will label this right here. Now, there are two ways of entering on the 1 hour time frame. You can enter over here on the start of the last bullish candle, or the ex-girlfriend, or the institutional candle, whatever you want to call it, this last bullish candle, right? You can either enter on the start of it, which will give you a bigger stop loss. Our stop loss will be just above the high of the institutional candle, which will give you about 28 pips of stop loss. And in the future, I have yet to see where the next point of liquidity will be. But let's say we want at least a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. So it'll be something like this. Okay. Or you can drop down to the 5-minute time frame like I did. And on the 5-minute time frame, you can point out the last bullish run to the upside, or exactly the last bullish candle, which is right here. Okay, this is the ex-girlfriend on the 5-minute time frame. Now this gives you a very small risk reward to risk ratio. Okay, sorry, it gives you a very small stop loss. I think about 7 or 8 pips. Oh, actually, around 13 pips. And let's say we want a 2-to-1 minimum. So it'll be something like this. But what I'm anticipating is that it will be a lot more than that. At least 100 pips. At least 100 pips. But this is not guaranteed. Like anything in forex, okay? Don't quote me on this, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to trade. Okay, I'm telling you this is how I mark. This is how I analyze my charts in real time. Okay, so that is the first trade. That is the first setup. The second one, I'm looking at Euro USD. Okay, so on Euro USD now, I would prefer if all of this was happening at the top of a trend, at the top of an uptrend. Okay, so I would prefer if this was happening somewhere around here. Okay, at the top of an uptrend, but it's happening over here in between this range. Okay, so now we see that the market is creating all these relatively equal highs. Now the first thing is, if I add the same indicator, which is the unbalanced volume, you guys can see there is a very clear divergence, and this is bearish divergence, okay? Regular bearish, not hidden. Or I forgot if it's hidden or regular, but I think this is regular, where the market is making equal or higher highs, but the indicator is making lower highs. So this means that the market is going to go down, okay? This is a bearish reversal. I don't think it is going to show on the 4-hour time frame. So if we go on the 4-hour time frame and add RSI, okay, so on RSI also it is a clear indication that the market is making relatively equal or higher highs, but the indicator is making lower highs. Again, this is bearish regular divergence, if I'm not wrong. And this indicates that the market is about to reverse. Okay, now from where is it about to reverse? Because that is going to be our trade. So if I drop down onto the 1-hour time frame, I can see over here, right over here, above those equal highs, there is an order block right here. Okay, and so I think, according to my experience, the market is going to reverse from here. If not from here, there is an imbalance on the 1-hour time frame right here. But I think that it is going to reverse from here, from the order block, and not from the imbalance. Again, this is according to my experience, okay? It's not, like I said, it's not guaranteed. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to take these trades, okay? This is just me showing you how I do it. I'm not asking you to do it, please, guys. And so these are the two trades that I'm looking at right now, okay? And it could take a couple of hours, couple of days, couple of weeks, we don't know, okay? But I am being patient and I'm looking at the market, I'm waiting, okay? But anyways, guys, that was a quick little POV example of how I sit in front of the chart and analyze them, what I'm looking at, what I'm looking for in the future, how I predict the markets, predict the future setups that are about to or could happen in the close nearby future. And so yeah, quick little insight on how I do it. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.